Learn on the Force.
Hello there! I'm Jedi Joy.
I'm Jedi Geo.
And welcome back. We're going to do a review for you of Star Wars The Black Series Gaming Greats Darth Malak from the Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds pretty good to me. But before we do, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons below and turn on notifications.
Right, and I have a video, we have a video for a 500 sub giveaway. I'm going to put that in the description down below, and you'll see it at the end, on the end screen.
Yeah, you can win the new Ahsoka Tano Padawan. Woo!
From the Clone Wars, that's right. So check it out, see what you have to do to get in on the action. Okay, here we go. Here we have Darth Malak in his box, and you see a nice rendering of him on the front. You have the Gaming Greats big old sticker there on the front, and we see Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, which is the game he's from. We have the Hasbro logo down below, the 4+ symbol on down there as well, and we see that blue, bright blue coloring that's associated with the Gaming Greats series. Okay, on the side of the box we have the artwork, and that's actually a really nice artwork piece of Darth Malak. And that we put in, it adds it to the mural that it creates if you have all the boxes from that series, and it makes a nice mural. Okay, and then on the back we see Star Wars The Black Series at the top. We have a little bit of information about Darth Malak there, and we see a nice rendering of him again. He's number 20 in the Gaming Greats series for the Knights of the Old Republic, and we have all the little words, the attention, the warnings, and all that business down below there. We have Disney and Hasbro logo again, and then on the side, the other side of the box, we have the size of Darth Malak, and we have his accessory, which it looks like his lightsaber, and the Gaming Greats up on the top, the logo for the Gaming Greats. And that is the box for Darth Malak. Next, we're on to the unboxing. Okay, taking him out of the box. Here it comes. Okay, let's see. Going to get this accessory out. And get him, pull him out. Stick these out of the way. We'll put him aside. And let's rip this accessory open, shall we? Well. I'll put this up. Oh, wow. It's the lightsaber. That is very nice. That is a very nice lightsaber. Okay. I'm going to put that aside. Let's unwrap the body. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Uh-oh, something fell on the floor. Might just be nothing, but look at this. He's got, look at that. They got tissue paper stuck up underneath here to protect. Wow. That is really nice. Oh. Wow. He looks pretty nice. There he is. That's him out of the box. Darth Malak. Okay. On to the paint and articulation next. Alright, let's look at the accessory here first. His lightsaber. And this is looking pretty sharp. It's black and silver. And it's a very nice hilt. I don't know if you could see this, how this kind of points out down here. It's different shape. Different hilt. Very nice. And it's got a nice red color. Yeah. And then you got these two sides here around surrounding the lightsaber. That's pretty nice. Okay. Let's go on to the body. Check out the paint on Darth Malak. Here we go. Wow. Okay. So I'm just looking at this. This is real nice silver here around his neck. And if you look inside here, there's some details in here. We got some red, and I think it's a little brown over there on top of that. That's really nice. Now let's look at his head sculpt here. That is really cool. These gray lines up over his sculpt here. And it's a different color than his skin color. And you can see, look, little markings on here. That on the side. And then we go the whole, and he's got this mask on. And that goes the whole way around to the back, you can see. And those two lines come into a solid line in the back. And it's all white back here. And then we have the skin over here shown a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know if you can get the eyes in there. Those are pretty cool too. Looks like he has some soft goods, which I do. I like the soft goods. Oh, looks like he can put his hilt back here, I bet. You can put his hilt back here in his belt. That's really nice. And then this is kind of plastic apron here he's got in the front. And it's a nice little thing around his belt. Here, the silver in the front. Now, the body, the red body, it looks too plastic to me. Same with his boots. It looks too plastic. I mean, they could have put some washings on here to dirty him up a little bit too. And his hands are the same color white. So that's it for the paint. Now let's do some articulation on this guy. There is a little head movement that way. Up and down. He doesn't have movement up and down. So that's part of the articulation. Now I wanted to take this mask off. So here it just pops off. You get your hand in there and it just pops off like that. Look at that. Isn't that? Look at that. Creepy, huh? And on the back here, it pops off like this. See that? Each side pops off and you have this panel and it's red inside. Let me get the other side. Here. And then it just pops off. There, like that. And that's what the other side looks like. And there's the side panel. And that's red inside too. That's pretty cool. Look at this. Let me turn him around here. Look at the side of this. Boy, he's got a messed up face. Wow. Wonder what he sounds like. Because I don't play the game. I'm not familiar with the character. Let's see about his arms. Okay. They go up. Both of them go out. Yeah, very nice. They come in. Real nice. This comes in real nice. Oh, this one's pretty nice, yeah. There we go. Okay, yeah. Let me see any hand movements here, wrist movements. Yeah, there's a little up and down motion, not much at all. Let me see, does this go? It goes up and down a little bit here on this side. It's almost, look at that. Feels like this hand's going to pop right out of here. Interesting. Okay, he bends. His crunch isn't real good this way, but he goes back really well. And there's this top part of his chest that moves too, right in here. That really moves well, that whole movement in there. And his waist, it will turn the whole way around. But the crunching part, not so much. All right, let's see how about, he goes out that far. That's about it for me. And then he comes in, let's see how far his legs go back. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Same on this side, both that way. And then we have the feet. Woo! They go down. Oh, that's really hard. But they go down. They go down. And they go back up. Ow! And they swivel. It bit me. And they swivel here. If you can see that on the ball here. Both sides will do that. Oh, it looks like you got some movement here. These are really loose too. I'll tell you, he does move really well. His arms and his legs. He really does. Okay, that's it for the paint and articulation on Darth Malak. Let's go on to the figure spotlight next. He is nearly equally as powerful as Darth Revan, one of the strongest Sith Lords. He's master of the dark side. His telepathic powers vastly outstripped those of Darth Vader. He was a former Jedi. Malak's jaw is no longer there because Revan did not take kindly to being called soft by his subordinate, so he took his jaw off with a lightsaber. After being redeemed and retrained as a Jedi, Revan confronted Malak in a lightsaber duel and killed Malak. This is some awesome figure. It is an awesome figure. I mean, the red, you know, on his body and stuff, you know, you kind of get used to it, but it's cool. It moves pretty cool. I mean, I was playing around with it with the poses and stuff, and it's nice. Yeah, I didn't care for the red plastic on it. That's what I didn't like.
Yeah, you didn't like that either.
Yeah, I think if it was dirtied up a bit, you know,
make it look more
worn and used and battled. And
maybe I just don't like it because it's like you don't see his arms. Like, you know, you're not seeing the flesh color, and it's just all red plastic, or I don't know. It's just different, but it's nice. I like the figure a lot. I like it a lot. That just bothers me in some way. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
I like the soft good, how the cape hangs in the back. That's really nice. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I know it is.
But I don't know the game, so I can't appreciate the figure, you know, like some other people do. But it's certainly a really neat looking figure.
Yeah, it might be in our top 10. We'll have to see.
Yeah. How he fares.
How he fares.
How he fares is in our top 10.
That's right.
Check that lightsaber, how it clips onto the back of him. That looks sharp. I like it. It's a nice way to hide it, huh? That's a cool lightsaber. Wow. I'm actually seeing these things for the first time, all these accessories and the figures, because Jedi Joy did all of the paint and articulation, and I didn't see any of it.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I know.
It looks cool.
It was fun.
I bet. I'm excited. I'm very excited with this figure.
Okay, cost and availability for this figure. He is available after market prices only now. Amazon, $39.99. And I'm just looking at some places here. eBay, $34.99. Different places, aftermarket, you know, you're going to catch him. He's a good figure to have in your collection. So, you know, if the price ever comes down or you want to spend a little extra money to get him, you know, he's worth it. Yeah. He looks really nice. Yeah. Really nice. And that's a wrap. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let us know in the comments what you thought.
Yeah, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons below. Turn on notifications and check out that 500 subscribe video. We want to give away the new Ahsoka Tano Padawan.
That's right.
So be sure to watch that video.
Yes.
And thank you so much for your support, your comments,
your likes,
your subscribes.
Yes.
You know, we love it.
Yes, and it helps, and you help us out so very much, and we appreciate it. So, we'll see you in the next one.
I'm Jedi Joy.
I'm Jedi Jill.
May the Force be with you.